With the announcement of a new game after a decade plus of waiting, we finally have something big to talk about in the Bleach community, so let's talk about it. This video is going to be all over the place, but before we get into all of that, do your boy a favor and roll the tape. Roll the tape. It's about damn time. Oh sh!
Hoes just by walking past like me. You not rocking with a blade, chopping tags like me. You not splashing.
So you guys see this timer,
like me. You not
everything.
tapping all your ops like
Why,
they
if I'm playing with you, why would I have to watch?
like me. You not rocking
Exactly.
Dumbass nigga.
The water, I be sipping 19 gallons a day, bro.
like me. You not telling all your ops
And that's on minimum.
Aries got skills and I'm back on the scene. I've been making a great new cheer, but the team they be calling me a team. I'm steady on the fiend. I'm complete a protocol, but a negative thing. I'm in too great, like freestyle too much. I swear like no special. You daughter on my feet, wear on her face with my D. Yeah, give her 3 stripes like Adidas. Hey, my better go too fast.
Give me your weapon. Give me your
Trying to get
weapon.
negative, it really don't matter, but I gave you an additive. Hey,
That's what
slow down
happens
for a
when
second. You know I give up a lesson. A god you can't really test them. You get pull up and deck 'em.
When we start talking about Bleach Rebirth of Souls, the first thing people are going to wonder, what type of characters are we going to get? What are we going to get out of this game? But hold on a second. What you need to understand is that this is a game that we've gotten after like 13 years of waiting after Bleach Soul Resurrection, okay? So if this game does well, we will be getting more games potentially. So we don't want them to drop all the content on this game. I feel like the most they should go with this game is Sueco Mundo as far as the characters and what we get out of this game. Because think about it. If the game gives this content up to Hueco Mundo, that's more content that they could be using for a sequel possibly. What we saw from the announcement trailer, we already have a sum of the type of game we're going to get, and I was talking to a few friends a minute ago, and we would constantly talk about, hey bro, if we got another Bleach game, what type of game would it be? Like, of course it's going to be a fighting game, like of course, bro, but what type of game would you want if we could get another Bleach game? Would you want a game like One Piece Burning Blood? Would you want a game like Fighters? But now we're getting something that's close to Burning Blood, but it reminds me of a game, a very old Bleach game. Bleach Heat the Soul. If you don't know what Bleach Heat the Soul is, it was a very fun game, but it was damn hard to play, bro. Because you know, there's a lot of fighting games out there that are drop with whack connections where it feel like you can't even play the game. That's something that we cannot have under any circumstances. We need a game that the people within the Bleach community and outside of the Bleach community will support, because more support means there's a higher chance that we'll get another game. And if we get another game, that's higher chance that they'll see that we want more Bleach games, and we'll start getting more Bleach content. Because right now we're getting content for Brave Souls, and that's really all there is to it. We're not getting anything else besides like Brave Souls content. Like there's another that other mobile game that we're getting, but nobody's really talking about that really. But we're getting a game finally that everyone can play. Because there's some people that just don't like mobile games. I play some mobile games. I used to be heavy on Brave Souls, but I'm just not that guy. There's a lot of games that we can get from Bleach. There is this game that I played with my cousin called Bleach Blade Battler 2nd. It was a PS2 game. It's a fighting game kind of, but I would consider it more of like a party game, because it's not meant to only be a fighting game. There's a lot you can do in there. There's a bunch of random, it's one of those games where, imagine Smash, but you can't disable the items. So just random items you pick up, there's random bombs that'll spawn, stuff like that. And, you know, first person to lose all their lives, you know, the goal is to get the other people to lose all their lives. But like, Blade Battler 2nd was such a cool game, even though it wasn't a pure fighting game, that I wouldn't hate it if we got another game like Bleach Battler 2nd. Or, yeah, Bleach Blade Battler 2nd. But also, there's people, like I said, that want a game that's similar to Heat the Soul, or what we got from One Piece. And then there's people that would want a game like Soul Resurrection. Now, I enjoyed Soul Resurrection, but I was younger back then, and going back to it now, I don't think I would enjoy Soul Resurrection as much, but I wouldn't say I hate it. But there's a lot of people that do hate that game, and I understand it. It was just, I forgot what they call those types of games, but it was just one of those games where a whole bunch of enemies spawn, you just kill them. It was a hack and slash. But getting a fighting game like this after so long, what are they going to do? How are they going to do it? And how much time are they going to take to develop this game? Because sure, it was announced, but that doesn't mean it's coming out this year. Because we don't have a date, we just know that they're working on it now. But we've seen that they already have, because with the announcement trailer, we saw bits of gameplay. So they already have a base for a game to some extent. Is the game coming out this year? Is it coming out next year? Like, when is it dropping? Once we start to get more information on that, then we'll be able to see, like, you know, we'll be able to get more details on it. Like, one thing I'm wondering, like, will you be able to transform from Shikai to Bankai? Or is it going to be a separate character for Bankai and Shikai? Is it going to be like on a timer based thing to where you can go into Bankai, but you can only be in Bankai for a certain amount of time? Like, what are we going to get? You know, how's the player base going to feel about that? How are they going to alter the game to make the entire, because you can't please everyone, but what are they going to do to try and please the fans while also making the game itself fun and enjoyable for just the player base in general? That's something that we need to know, and it's the most important aspect of developing a game like this. Because with Naruto, let's talk about the other big three. With Naruto, with One Piece, say they develop a Naruto game and it doesn't do well. Naruto is already so popular that even if the Naruto game doesn't do well, they're just going to develop another Naruto game. Same with the Dragon Ball games. They're still going to work on it. But with Bleach, we don't have that luxury. This may be our only chance to get consistent games, or at least a semi-consistent games now for a console, PC, stuff like that, because we're not even getting games, period. Wow, the Dragon Balls, the Narutos, you know, like they're getting consistent games, consistent updates for these games, stuff like that. We're not getting games, period. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. Don't worry about the game being perfect right now. Worry about supporting the game so we can get more in the future. Because if we can get more in the future and they see that we want this, it's going to get better in quality as they give us more in the future. But tell me your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think. This is more so a rant because it's something that can change and alter the Bleach community in so many ways, because we as the Bleach fans don't get anything. We don't get games. We're getting a mobile game, but nobody's talking about that. This is the first time in so long we've got like a genuine game for console, and we want to make sure it's done right. Not only so more people support the game, it's so that we can get more stuff in the future, because if the developers see that, oh, they want this type of content, they want more Bleach games, we'll get more games in the future, and it'll keep going. It's like how the Naruto, the Dragon Balls, even if they get a game that's not really, like, think about it. They got the breakers. They made the breakers for Dragon Ball. Not a lot of people like the breakers, but it still gets a lot of people talk about it, and it still gets a lot of updates, a lot of content. Shinobi Strikers, there's a lot of people that don't like Shinobi Strikers. There's a lot of people that do like Shinobi Strikers. It gets a lot of updates, it gets a lot of content. It's just, that's how it works. We need people to support the game that they're making for Bleach, and we need people to just talk about it, because if they see that it's doing well and that people are talking about it, we're going to get a lot more future content. We're going to, and when I say content, I don't just mean like updates and stuff for the game, because we can get other games for that. They'll start making IPs for more games, more content. We'll start getting things that they weren't even thinking about giving us before, just because they see that the fan base, the community, wants this type of content. Yeah, the game itself, from what we saw, it looks cool, bro, and I'm so happy that we're getting a dubbed game, because I don't think, I know the Heat the Soul games, I don't think we've had a dubbed game outside of Soul Resurrection. And there's a lot of, I'm one of the people where I love the Bleach dub. It's so fire, bro. But we're getting a dubbed game, and that alone lets us know that they're giving us a real shot with this game, because there's even series where they will not give us a dub game, and that's just extra money that they're putting into the game. Them spending time to dub it is extra money that they're putting into the game. So let's try and get tons of people to give them that support back, so we can get more future stuff. As far as games, just Bleach content in general, that's all we need, bro. If you enjoy this little video, do your boy a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel for more content, bro. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.